Hang on. So Spike is shown in a good light and contributes to the solution without causing the problem, plus some awesome new characters, a new ship, and a good piece of world building? Get up. Hello everybody, my name is Freedom Flash and today I will be giving an overinflated opinion on the best Spike episode ever, also known as the Gauntlet of Fire. So Spike and Rarity are very carefully mining jewels in a cave full of bats, but then Spike starts glowing and things deteriorate from there. So one quick trip to the castle later and we find out that Spike is suffering from the Dragon Call, which... Time stop successful. Time for a tangent. Right before Spike and Rarity burst in, we get a little scene where Twilight, Celestia and Luna are all having lunch together. It's a nice little touch, and it's really cool to note that this actually happens, but it brings to light a much bigger issue. Where is the Luna and Celestia episode? From the little bits we've seen here and in episode 100, a Celestia and Luna episode should be both possible and fun to watch. There doesn't even need to be a crisis. Just seeing these two go about their day should be interesting enough. Just a thought. Cheers. You ever feel like you just missed something? So anyway, the Dragon Call is a summons by the Dragon Lord to any and all dragons, and the only way to stop the call, and the etching, is to answer it. So away to the Dragonlands we go, and once there we are reintroduced to Garble, who first appeared back in Dragon Quest, and we are newly introduced to Dragon Lord Torch and his daughter Ember. Torch announces that because of Dragon Law he must now step down as Dragon Lord, which is an interesting law, because with a dragon's long lifespan such a rule would be necessary in order to prevent stagnation. I'm looking at you, Tia! Then Torch announces that in order to pick a successor he has rigged a Gauntlet of Fire. Whoever can return from the gauntlet in possession of his Bloodstone Scepter wins. Spike attempts to opt out.
Where do you think you're going, little dragon? You don't get to leave unless I say you can.
But then Ember intervenes.
Dad, look at him. He's just a runt. Besides, he doesn't even want to compete. Let him go.
In the space of 6 seconds, Ember is shown to be fair, compassionate, and smart enough to argue her point in the best way to persuade her father. How's that for quick characterization? But we have a problem, because if someone like Garble gets his handle on the scepter, it'll end badly, like all out war with the Dragon Empire badly. So Spike decides to re-enter. Obstacle number 1. Screaming eels! Inevitably someone gets knocked into the water, inevitably Spike saves them, and inevitably the person he saves is Ember going against her father's wishes and entering the gauntlet anyway. Yay, inevitability. Obstacle number 2. Rock-hurling monsters! Spike persuades Ember that the best plan is to work together, Ember carrying Spike, and Spike acting as an extra pair of eyes. Ember is reluctant at first, but eventually agrees. Teamwork happens. Obstacle number 3. Cave of Almost Certain Death. And it pleases me to say that I will not be trying this one. So Rarity and Twilight have been following around for a while now, and now we find out why. Rarity almost gets charred, and Spike saves her. Ember questions why he would do this, as Spike risked himself for no apparent gain. Dragon Society doesn't do friends, it's everyone for themselves. Ember remembers this along with the fact that only one person can become Dragon Lord, so she leaves to find the scepter herself. Spike wanders around for a bit before discovering the location of the scepter, along with Garble who's been tailing him. Ember returns and fights off Garble so Spike can get the scepter. And, in a moment of pure epicness, Spike becomes Dragon Lord. Admittedly, this only lasts 48 seconds as he almost immediately makes Ember Dragon Lord. But still, he literally became the absolute ruler of his entire species. He has even more power than the princesses at this point, and it's amazing. Ember learns the value of friendship, takes her place as Dragon Lord, and all is happy and smiles. I've just got one thing to take care of.
Hasbro, if you let this character fade away like all the others, I will burn your house down with the lemons!
Closing remarks. I love this episode. It's a Spike episode that's finally done the character justice. It's brought in new characters, which I hope to see again, and it's done a good job of world building the dragons. I just feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah.
The fanfics! Get me down from here!